A lot of things have come up this weekend that I need to give my 2 cents worth in. I made a couple of videos, but I deleted them. I'm going to try to shorten them, but you'll see when I post. Anyway, I needed to jump in on this case about the 12-year-old girl in Oklahoma that stabbed her brother to death because a lot of people that don't know psych, will believe anything that they hear YouTubers say. And, the average YouTuber, if they're not in psych, they're just going to, speculate stuff that's not even close to being true. I have been in the psych field for many, many years. I know my psych meds. I have worked with adults, children, and teens. So I know what I'm talking about in this case. I do have to preface by saying I'm speculating, though, because we only know a little bit of the information, so we cannot say 100% anything is true in any case. I am just going by my experience. There are a couple things, though, that I'm going to say with 100% fact, and that's about the meds. Supposedly, the mother said that the daughter was on ADHD medicine. You're not going to go off and become a psycho killer on ADHD medicine. So let's not get that twisted. That's 100% lie. It's not ADHD medicine that caused this. Now, from my many years of experience, this child is either evil, she was on drugs, or she had another psych diagnosis that was not either diagnosed or the mother is not admitting to. Because the things the mother says in these letters and things sounds like she's trying to cover up for her daughter's behavior, which is absolutely sick. I don't care if it is your child. If your child does something like that, you do not take up for them. But it's not ADHD medicine that would cause a child to do this. Like I said, she was either evil, she had another psych disorder, or she was on drugs. It wasn't the ADHD medicine. They claim that she has been just such a God-fearing child. The way she was cursing on that video, that's not a God-fearing child. She seemed like she was distraught, but if you watch the whole video, she quickly changes her affect and her voice and the way she's talking. You can't just jump from being totally distraught to talking totally normal for a few seconds, then going back to distraught. That's an act. So you really got to investigate this case with intelligence, and you really have to be in the psych field to really know this stuff. I don't have a big channel, so I can say what I want to say without mincing words, and that's what I do. First of all, we don't know what type of environment the kids were in. This woman had children by all different men. So when a person does that, you're trashy to begin with. Unless you have kids by someone else that you married, you get divorced, marry someone else and have kids, that's fine. But if you're not married and you're having kids by a bunch of different men, you're trashy, you're scum. Let's not get it twisted, okay? So we don't know what type of environment this child was in. We don't know if she has been abused, or if she's just pure evil. We don't know if she was not diagnosed correctly, as I said before, or if she was and the mother's just lying and she was on some type of, antipsychotic, took her off, put her back on it or whatever. We don't know, because the mother is saying a lot of stuff that sounds suspect, and I just don't trust what she's saying. Like I said, it's all speculation. but a lot of it's coming from experience. This case, we're going to find out a lot of crazy crap about it. And it's sad, a young boy like that, you know, having his life ended tragically, especially by a sibling. He had his whole life ahead of him. And then now the mother says she's going to stand behind the daughter that did it. You know, there's some things you just don't stand behind somebody for. You know, how could you ever trust that child to get in your house? You would be a fool to. How could you trust that child around your other child? You'd be a fool to. So I'm just saying, look, you've got to look at this case with an open mind, because it's definitely not ADHD medicine. I can tell you that for certainty. That would not make you a crazy killer. It had to be, as I said, and I'll reiterate, she was just an evil child. She was on drugs. She was acting out from some type of abuse, or she had another diagnosis that was undiagnosed, or she was taking another type of psych medicine that her mother's lying about that set her off. That's the only thing it could be. Those are the only possibilities it could be. But anyway, I had to give my 2 cents in, because this is just a tragic case. And if the mother saw a lot of red flags and didn't get assistance for the girl, then, you know, shame on her, and she got blood on her hands too. Now, I'm not saying she did. We don't know anything yet. But I'm saying if there was lots of red flags and she didn't do anything about it, then it's part of her fault too. You know, and people are giving her all this money to move and all that crap. I don't agree with it, you know, but I won't say much on that anyway, because I've already said about her having kids by a bunch of different men. It's just a sad thing. And the daughter, she should be tried as an adult. She knew exactly what she was doing. And like I said, you know, when she was sitting in the cop car, she switched on and switched off real quick, from being distraught to talking normally, trying to be coy and sweet to get her handcuffs off. You know, if you're distraught, you're not going to switch like that. You're just not. So anyway, I'm sure I'll be talking about this case more. There's a good video from the Pascal show. He does a good job talking about the case, and you know, showing the videos and reading the letters from the mother and everything. So check out his channel if you want a good video about this case. Anyway, please check out my past videos, my upcoming videos. If you want intelligent videos from someone that will not mince their words and who looks at everything with all possibilities, then hit that like button and that subscribe button. And I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.